being on the front row of a major sports car event. So that is big news. The championship points lead, big news as well. Well, we've talked about Daytona prototypes, though. Now let's check in with GT storylines.
Well, some amazing on-track action, as you can see, but believe it or not, we're only halfway through a 5-week swing of major races. And of course, it's the big 24 Hours of Le Mans next week. And about 9 drivers are going from this race here at Mid-Ohio to France next week. And of course, that means they've got to pace themselves. There's a lot of demands, emotionally, physically. And of course, with the sponsor obligations these days, they have to be on form the whole time. One driver like that is Patrick.
Fogarty's car is coming alive. Opportunity for a break and return with more live here on Speed. Look at our onboard cameras while we have a moment. 3 in the Daytona prototypes. The number 3 DP from 8-Star. The number 90 Spirit of Daytona team. And the number 6 Gustavo Yakiman, Michael Shank Racing, Ford Riley. And the Riley, the Michael Shank Racing.
Well, Timmy Keane lied to me. The 01 is not fitted.
However, right then, at that stage of the race, even the tires and the track aren't fully understood by the drivers at that point. And just that move in action. And I think what we're going to see, remember, the reasons Scott Pruitt's and Patrick Long's and drivers like this, Ryan DL, are so
run on in corner out of turn 1 up to the keyhole the last time.
Out to the GX clad. On board, the number 70, driven by Tom Long, and put the car on pole. Fell behind Dr. Jim.
To the box there. Anytime you have a force in close proximity. Well, you think he just switched from the same car last year. He drove for the 10 team last year, his father's team, of course. But remember, underneath this.
While Ricky Taylor leads the race in the number 90, his teammate is with Brian Till.
Well, right now, you can't have it all your own way, and you, Calvin, and I have, and it is definitely very slippery.
It's a nightmare.
Both Richard Westbrook and his teammate Ricky Taylor are headed for the Circuit de la Tristan Nunez and Dr.
Ricky Taylor leapt out of that car like his life depended on it. Richard
of a good pit stop. Now here's the situation with the 90.
He was in gear there.
Very, very slippery. And Richard's one of the best in the wet. And I know we got some good strategists up there, so who knows.
Thanks a lot, Ricky.
And I think that stint by Ricky Taylor could be a turning point for him this year. Confidence booster, Dorsey.
I totally agree with you. I mean, we saw the emotion lately with Ricky, you know, particularly when he lost the pole out yesterday to his brother and so forth. His mind's in it. This stint that he just completed was perfect. It's exactly what he needed. You know, now his mindset's good. He got it to the front. He made a great move at the start. You know, he upped one on his brother, and so now he's out of it clean.
Westy loves the rain, but I'm not sure he's going to love the rain at Mid-Ohio.
No,
this place is like a skating rink. When
It just the sheen on the racetrack.
Dude, if anyone's seen it, they know I'm probably wearing it.
And unfortunately,
I'm sure
pay a huge price.
I'm sure he was hearing go, 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 but you've also got to give him a heads up. And
yes.
Maybe they did. Maybe it was just down to Robin, just not wanting to give up the whole of pit lane. Wrong. Tight.
Going underneath the GX class leader, Sylvain Tremblay in the Mazda 6.
Wow, got all up on top that out.
Both guys at the top of their game as well. Someone's going to force the issue. They could get a penalty. And that's certainly in the heads of everyone now as Barbosa looks to the outside. Quicker than Richard Westbrook. Stint, but he's dropped another position. He's now running in second.
Barbosa.
A bit of rub on that 90 machine. Ricky Taylor can't believe it. We talked about being caught in traffic today. Bench him with that bump, or he's cut down a tire a little bit. There was definitely some tire rub.
You saw it snap coming on the exit turn 1. Very, very high speed, high load area.
Brian.
Well, I just checked in with both the 10 and the 90. The 10 dropping back because Brooke has been struggling with that Corvette. They did not change tires on that last stop, so they're trying to strut. It looks like maybe just a
radiator full of grass too, Brian. He might be coming to see you soon.
Well, that explains everything, because I wondered how he leapfrogged around. We didn't show Westbrook's pit stop, but suddenly
getting out of the car slowly right now. And Ricky Taylor getting back in. There is some body work to the right rear. They're going to take care of that, and it's really just a driver change. Westbrook slowly over the wall, so a problem obviously for Richard Westbrook as Ricky Taylor gets strapped in. They're not going to change tires. They won't put fuel in.
I wonder if there's a fume issue. Is there an exhaust issue at the back of the car, Brian? Maybe he's getting bad fumes in the car, getting dizzy, something like that.
There is an exhaust issue on the right bank in the back, and perhaps that's it. We'll check, as right now the safety personnel talking to Richard Westbrook.
That's a good point. And
Andy Lally in the Magnus Racing Porsche. At the end of that race, Arberlin said, "I know Andy's mad at me, but it was time to go